Hey there, guys. You're back here with Nate, and I haven't really made a storytelling movie or video in a while. This is about the time. If some of you know, Hurricane Matthew came through North Carolina and Georgia and Florida and most of those parts, and it destroyed a bunch of, or not a bunch, but it destroyed a lot. Made a lot of damage to the actual cities and places and people's homes, and North Carolina wasn't necessarily hit that bad. We were hit with a lot of rain and wind. As some of you may know, I live in North Carolina. But we were hit with a lot of rain and wind, which was causing trees to fall over on power lines and things of that sort. Um, this all started about Saturday. Actually, yeah, okay, yeah, my friend's like screaming in the mic. As you guys know, everything started around, let me see, around Fridays when the wind and stuff started to pick up, but later on it started to get worse and worse. As it goes through Saturday, it got really bad, and on Saturday, the power went out at around 3 o'clock, after that, it was kind of like the power went out at around Saturday at 3 o'clock. Power didn't come back on until on Sunday at around 4. So it was about a day. On Saturday around 5 o'clock or around 6, I left my grandma's house because my grandma lives a neighborhood over, and I ran to my house. So it's about a mile, maybe half a mile it's about half a mile to a mile from her house to my house. So we're roughly around 3 to 4 minutes apart. So I walk out of her neighborhood, which she lives within the first parts of the neighborhood of which she lives in. She lives in the first cul-de-sac. So she lives there. I live in roughly around the end of my neighborhood, which is right next to hers. And I run from her neighborhood to my neighborhood. And at the time, things weren't so bad. They were around the end of Hurricane Matthew. But so at the end, I ran to the street, and as I was running there, it was pretty normal. I saw some flooding as usual. I was kind of expecting, but so I kept running, made it through my neighborhood, got to my house, and called my mom, and I was like, "Hey, Mom, can you unlock the truck? Because we have a Uconnect truck that can connect, and then my dad can unlock the truck from any state, anywhere, as long as he logs into Uconnect." So first problem is that my mom didn't realize that the power was out. So that's one problem, that we can't get the garage door open. So yeah, that's that. My mom's like, "Yeah, that's not anything big," and I'm like, "Oh, you're funny." So then I'm like, "All right, well, just try and unlock the car, and maybe Dad has a key in the car." And he's like, "Oh, okay." So he tries to unlock the vehicle, but he forgets the password to the Uconnect. So that's good, I guess. No, it's really not. No. So, and all the doors were locked. Well, at least one of them looked leading enough to be unlocked, until someone locked the deadbolt. So that's fun, yeah. Thinking that it's locked or it's unlocked, but then you figure out that the deadbolt's locked, and then you have no way of getting into your house. Because I had to go into my house to check the freezer because the power went out, of course, and my animals, because I have cats and dogs and fetties, and of course you guys know if you watch my vlogs. So I walk in to my front yard, and my friend is sitting there looking at me like, "Hey, what's up?" And I'm like, "Hey," because he was about to walk around the neighborhood because his parents are a little different than mine, and his parents were actually home. So yeah, with that, I will show you guys pictures of the what I actually took, which this is the picture of whatchamacallit, of the lake to the right side of the road, and this is a picture of the lake to the left side of the road. And then as I walk, now these pictures were taken at the same time, and then I walked around 10 feet, and this is a picture of the tree in someone else's yard, but within that difference, it got much darker. I don't know how, but it just got really dark. And then, so my friend, back to what I was saying, my friend was sitting in the front of the neighborhood, or he was sitting at my house, and we walked around with his brother. We're really close friends. He's my best friend, Josh. If you guys watch my vlogs, you'll know who Josh is. He's really cool. He does a lot of the vlogs with me about knives or just making videos with me every once in a while. So, me and Ethan and Josh walk around the neighborhood, and we get to right in the front of the neighborhood. Now my phone is at around 10%, so I was thinking, yeah, okay, I'm good to call somebody. So my dad calls, and he says, you need to get home. When you left your grandma's, Memphis, my dog, ran out the front door and was running all over the neighborhood. Grandma's mad at you. I said, oh crap. So I checked my phone again, and my phone dies. It went from 10% to 1% in one call. I was like, how's that even possible? It was a 2-minute call. So as I'm running home, no joke, I ran from the middle of my neighborhood, and I bolted off. I started running, and I was out running. So I ran about a mile from half neighborhood to her neighborhood. And as I was running there, it went from bright, like, haha, it's bright outside, I can see things, to it was dark. Like, no joke, it was like pitch black. So yeah, that was kind of a problem for me, because I really don't like what's in the dark. I'm not afraid of the dark, I just don't like what's in the dark. There's a difference, I think. So as I was running, it went pitch dark, and I was running through like a cavern of trees. It's like a street where like trees are on both sides, so that it blocks out any light that's possibly coming. So as it's blocking out light, I see a car. It's about a mile away, and I'm like, not necessarily a mile, but half a mile actually. And I'm thinking, alright, that car looks pretty normal. At the time I was thinking, I was like, I'm gonna keep running, because of the fact that all these killer clowns are in North Carolina and all this crap, and they're just killer clowns everywhere. So I was thinking, please don't kill me. So kept running, and then I stopped to take a break because I was out of shape. Yep. Alright, so then the car gets closer, and I noticed that the car is on the wrong side of the road. That was kind of an issue. There was actually a car behind him that was kind of helping him, but so the car is on the wrong side of the road, which is the first issue right there. Then he gets closer and closer and closer, and then he takes a sharp right. Now, granted, I'm on the side of the road where I can see traffic that's facing me. He is on the side of the road where he can't see around the corner because there's a bend. So he pretty much can't see anything that's around the corner because I was running through. And he just speeds into the grass that I was standing at. Now he's going around 40 miles per hour, and he's heading towards me directly. Like, that's scary. That is very scary. So I just sat there, and I was like, so I jumped to the left, which put me close to a ditch, but it wasn't. It was like more like close to the water, so I didn't really have a problem with it. But it just wasn't really a problem. But I just thought about it. I was like, dang, this man was about to kill me. And then the guy stopped, and he was like, hey, you okay? And I was like, yeah, I'm fine. What happened? What's wrong with that guy? And he was like, he's drunk. I'm just trying to get him home. And apparently he lived kind of close to me, about 2 neighborhoods over. And I thought that was kind of weird that he was just driving that fast. He was going around 40 in a 25 zone because there's children at play, kind of, and it's in the middle of a street, But so I got home to the lights in everybody's house being off, and there was a whole bunch of people that were actually smart and had generators, knowing my house. Believe it or not, my house had a generator, but it wasn't hooked up. Yeah, it wasn't hooked up. I'm salty, put it that way. So, with it not being hooked up, I couldn't do anything. So, back at my grandma's, we turned on a light, a fire light, actually, the ones that you light and then you put gasoline in, and they stay overnight, and it should be good. But then we ended up going to bed and woke up the next morning, and around 4 o'clock in the afternoon the power cut on, or around maybe 3 or 4, power cut on, and then I ran home, or actually actually went back to my house earlier that morning to go check on my animals, because my cats, and then I grabbed my longboard and skated back to my grandma's, and then we hung out there till power came on. We were supposed to have friends come over, but they didn't because, you know, they were old. They were like 70 years old. JK. There was this one 18-year-old. I don't know. So, so yeah, I rode back to my house. No problems. It was kind of hard because my legs hurt from doing all that. But once I got home, I got on the Xbox and then started playing games. Sorry about uploading, guys. I haven't really uploaded in like 2 days. It's because of power and stuff like that. But just family things. Been hanging out with my girlfriend a lot. So actually, I've been trying to. Today I went computer shopping. I will continue to work on the knife tomorrow. You'll see a video about that, maybe around like 12, maybe 1. But make sure to leave a like, make sure to subscribe, and make sure to keep on commenting, because I know I've been getting more comments and comments and comments. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. If you guys like these videos, the storytime videos, make sure to drop a like, and if you don't, just put in the comments that you don't like it, and then I might make better commentaries or something like that. But for right now, I'm using a blue ice ball mic, and yeah, so I can tell you guys about shopping for the best things you can buy for your setup if you want setup choices. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. Peace. Well, hey there, guys. We're back to the video. I just finished. Actually, I finished that. So I have it set up. What is? Oh, man.